Hey guys, video here for you today. This isn't a funny or one of my usual quirky videos. This is a very serious video that I'm doing here. I know some people may find it hard to take me seriously. Excuse me. But I wanted to do this because I seem to think that in the recent years that this particular subject has not been taken very seriously. And a few things in particular recently have come to light, and I just wanted to share this with you, and hopefully we can fight together and get the awareness out there for suicide. Now, there's been a lot of it recently, and I don't think that there is enough going about for us to actually help us in this situation. Young people, teenagers, or even the elderly. And just got some facts here, which some were quite disturbing and quite shocking, some of them as well. But I've got, obviously, I'm sorry if I'm going to be looking down because I've got my research here, so I just didn't want to get anything wrong or anything like that. So some of these may be out of date, and some of them you may think, well, yes, okay, Ryan, but that was ages ago. And I was like, well, what if it's still the same as what it is now, and what if it's increased? I'm not sure. But Amy did some research for me, and I'm going to tell you what it is. So in 2016, 5,668 suicides were recorded in just Great Britain. Of these, 75% of them were male, 25 were female. So, I mean, I don't know what that means, whether, obviously in Great Britain, whether men are under more stress than women, I don't know. But this is obviously just what Amy's picked up for me, and to be honest with you, I'm quite shocked. I thought they'd be evened out a bit, but why it's 75, why if it's more male than female, I'm not sure. Between 2003 and 2016, 18,220 people with mental health problems took their own life, and that's just in the UK as well. So a lot of the, I mean obviously that's 10 years, but if you think 5,000 just in 2016 and then 18,000 in 10 years, I mean, I'm not very good at maths, as you already know, but that seems to have increased to me. But obviously I'm not very good at maths. But so why are people taking their lives more days? As I think is because it is getting harder to get by. It's hard. People say prices are increasing, and just people put you under so much pressure, and work puts you under pressure, and obviously trying to live by yourself is obviously getting harder and harder every year. And I don't like to say, I mean, I can see why people do it, but at the same time, it's not a nice thing. Suicide is the most common cause of death for men aged 20 to 49 years in England and Wales. So that's not just including Scotland, that's just England and Wales. Suicide rate in Scotland, just Scotland, rose by 8% between 2015 and 2018, with 728 suicides registered in Scotland and in 2016, and that's just registered. And there could have been so many more that either people hadn't registered or people just didn't want to say anything because they were too scared, and anything really. But I mean, that's just Scotland, so God knows how much it rose by in England, Wales, Ireland, or say all over the world. It's, I mean, I'm not just talking about the UK here, but these are just what I found for the UK, and I say it could be God knows how many around the world, and I don't even want to think how many it could be in different countries. But all I know is that it isn't good, and I mean there are things obviously that are set in place for it, and when you can find a way of knowing symptoms. I've got something for you here, and it's a sign of pretty much ways of finding if someone is think possibly suicidal, or try ways to stopping it. So the best things to look for And if you know someone that may be suicidal or is very depressed or has any of these symptoms, then keep an eye out. And that is, so is path warm? That's pretty much the one for it, and I'm going to tell you all the letters that go into that. So ideation, which is suicidal thoughts, and you got S for substance abuse. So are they taking too much stuff that they shouldn't be, i.e. pills or anything that can cause a lot of damage? Purposelessness, sorry. I can't say. Purposeness. So pretty much thinking, obviously, even not believing themselves or don't think they belong where they are. Anxiety, or feeling trapped. Hopelessness, helplessness. So are they not feeling that they can do stuff? Are they not feeling safe? Or having withdrawal, so they could be having a withdrawal symptom from someone if they're trying to get off something, like some sort of drug or something like that. That can drive you to obviously wanting that thing, but obviously can't get it. So these thoughts obviously set in. Obviously you have anger, recklessness and mood changes. If you think someone may be suicidal, it doesn't even have to be anyone you know. You just go up to them and just say something on the things I've got here, and just tell the person who you may think is suicidal that you care and that you want to help them. They'll say, just say hi to them or something like that. They may think that no one likes them, or just no one wants to talk to them or anything like that. And be friends with them maybe, and maybe they don't have to obviously have those thoughts. And so many things you can do just to stop them getting these feelings. Express empathy for the person and what they are going through. So talk to them about it. What has happened to them that has made them feel this way? It also say sometimes it helps to talk to people. I mean, it may not always help a lot of people, but there may be that odd 1 or 2% that it may help. Clearly state the thoughts of suicide are often associated with a treatable mental disorder, as this may instill a sense of hope for the person. So they may have something, I want to say wrong with them, but that's not really the right thing to say, really. But so if they've got some sort of mental illness, if they've got anxiety, as I said earlier, or depression or something like that, then talk to them about it. Why are they feeling depressed? Why are they feeling, why have they got anxiety? And just talk about it, and I say try and find them some help. Tell the person that thoughts of suicide are common and do not have to be acted upon. So obviously if they think about wanting to take suicide, just tell them that they don't have to do that, and tell them that there are other ways of getting through it. Talk about a suicidal person's feelings with open-ended questions. Some of these include, so just talk to them with questions, don't talk to them with statements. Keep talking to them, ask them questions such as, when did you begin feeling like this? Did something happen that made you start feeling this way? How can I best support you? So give them some, help, and ask them what you can do to actually help them through this. And ask them, have they actually tried and getting help themselves? There may be a point that they feel too weak and feel too shy and don't think they can get the help. So maybe it may be just that you need to just go up to them and just give them a little bit of a push and tell them to get some help. It can all help. And some thoughts here, if they do decide to get some help, or if they just don't know which ones to go to. I've got some here for you, which obviously could be very helpful. Is the Samaritans, which are very well known around the UK. And it's literally for everyone. It's for the young, for the elderly, for teenagers and adults, anyone really. And they're open 24 days a week, 24 hours a week, and 7 days a week. So, and their website is www.samaritans.org. And from what I understand, I mean, I went to a charity event with them quite a while ago, and they shared a lot of things with me, and they were very detailed in what they can do for you. So it's always a very good idea to just to check these people out. They may help, they may not, but there is no harm in trying. This one's called Calm, which is Campaign Against Living Miserably. And this one is only for men. And so obviously there's obviously ones out there obviously for children. I haven't found them ones yet, but obviously I can look them up. And if you want me to put one up there for women, I can do that for you, but I've just got what I've got here. So this one is just for men. The opening times are 5 PM to midnight every day, and their number is 0800 585858. So maybe a good idea if you're a man, if you're feeling very, very depressed, or you have any anxiety, or any of the symptoms that I've read out, maybe a good idea just to go give them a shout and see what they can do for you, or anyone who you know who may be feeling this way. And then we've got one for the elderly here, which is called the Silver Line. And obviously, they help obviously the elderly. How old you have to be for them to help you, I'm not too sure. But their number is 0800 470 8090. So obviously, if you see any elderly people you think maybe it could be just that they're living alone, they've got no one to talk to, or if you haven't seen them for a few days, maybe just pop round and see how they're getting on. Just go around, have a cup of tea with them. Or just be friendly with them and just ask them how everything's going, and hopefully you can change their lives too. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this. I don't know whether I made any sense or not, or whether I got some of my facts wrong, but I'm just hoping that I can spread the word a bit and hopefully get the suicide awareness campaign going. Obviously, no one's asked me to do this. I've done this simply just because I want to help people. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this one. Please don't forget to go like and subscribe to the channel and share with everyone that you can. And thank you very much. Bye.